My name is Tony Heffernan. I'm the founder of a charity called the Saoirse Foundation. The Saoirse Foundation was set up in March 2010 following the diagnosis of our daughter Saoirse with Battens disease. Our initial project was B for Battens, and it was set up to provide other parents with the information and resources they need to cope with a diagnosis of Battens disease. Battens disease is a very rare neurological condition. It affects the brain. In layman's terms, basically you get a healthy child. They have a genetic condition which lays dormant. So for the first few years they enjoy childhood, then Battens disease becomes active, and then they lose their childhood and then they die.
Children suffering from Battens disease will suffer from a range of ailments, including mental impairment, seizures, loss of sight and loss of motor skills. To date, it has always been fatal.
Myself and Mary had two children, Saoirse and Liam. Saoirse was diagnosed on the 25th of September 2009 with Battens disease. Several months later we were told by the doctors that Liam didn't have it, and then shortly after, in March 2010, he was diagnosed with having it as well. Two funny kids, full of life, great attitudes, great characters, and they had a tough life. They both died at the age of 5.
Since Saoirse's diagnosis, Tony and Mary have set up a number of organisations to help families and children in a similar position. A hugely beneficial service started and maintained by the Saoirse Foundation is the Bumbleance service, a children's ambulance which is on hand to help families of ill children with long road trips to hospitals and appointments.
The Bumbleance came around in very quickly. It was a simple idea. We travelled with Saoirse many times in the ambulance and she was petrified. But when we went to Dublin in our own family car, in the headrest behind the driver's seat was a DVD built in, and Saoirse used to watch that and be distracted, and then she used to listen to the radio or read her books or whatever she wanted. So I heard a man on the radio giving away a second-hand ambulance in Donegal. He wanted to give it away to one family. I told him no, give it to me and I'll come up with an idea for helping many more. That didn't quite work out because it was a wreck, but I then fundraised nearly €200,000 for what we have now, which is the most modern ambulance in the world. The most things it does is reduce stress on everyday trips for kids who require an ambulance. Really critically ill kids, we bring them to the treatment centres, to the hospitals, to the hospices. They're distracted on board with PlayStation or the iPads or videos or whatever they want. And we also do a very special service called Angel Trips. Angel Trips is the final trip a child ever makes on earth with their parents when they're going home to die or going to hospice to grow their angel wings. So we take the stress away from the parents so they can just concentrate on being with their child and vice versa, and we just do a good job of that. We've been as far away as deepest, darkest North Donegal, and this morning it was in Bantry in West Cork. So it doesn't stop. It really keeps going. It goes to every county in Ireland. There's no place we won't go to help families.
My name is Sean. I work for Lifeline Ambulance and we operate the Bumbleance ambulance service. We provide ambulance transport for sick children for outpatient appointments from home or generally to respite centres. On normal trips, child travels with either mom or dad or both, and there's also room for any siblings that might want to travel. The ambulance is totally interactive. We have a PlayStation, we have a TV, we have an iPad and another children's tablet for the children to play with. Everything is totally interactive. The kids can play the PlayStation or they can play on the iPads themselves, and they can also track where the vehicle is. Parents can track it, and relatives that know that their children are travelling in the ambulance can actually see exactly where the ambulance is at any given time. First of all, when the ambulance arrives at a house, straight away there's the expectation of a big clinical ambulance is taken away. Children see a big ambulance with a big bumblebee on the side of it, and it takes away that clinical look. Straight away, children, as they're brought into the ambulance, the whole scare factor is eliminated. Not completely, naturally enough, but it is eliminated to a degree. Don't forget, these are journeys that might be 2, 3, 4 hours long, you know, and as the journey goes on, the child relaxes more so than they would in a car. You know?
One such family who can relate to the struggles of an ill child are Sinead and Jordan. Jordan has spinal muscular atrophy and takes many trips to Dublin to see specialists. The Bumbleance service has taken the stress of travel away for Jordan and his family.
I'm Sinead and this is Jordan, and obviously I'm Jordan's mum. Jordan has what we call spinal muscular atrophy. It's a genetic disease and it's a very, very rare genetic disease, and it comes under the muscular dystrophy umbrella, I suppose. With Jordan's condition, it's very limiting what we can and can't do. It's not like a normal day, you can plan anything, go anywhere. You know, Jordan determines our day basically. If he wakes up healthy, then we can maybe do something, but if he wakes up sick and you'd something planned, then it all goes out the window, and that has happened on numerous occasions. He struggles quite a lot from time to time within the year. I mean, the summertime would be his best time. He gets good quality for 3 or 4 months of the year. He can go out and play, he can do normal, I suppose, as normal as his ability allows him to do. Come the winter time, then it's very difficult. He's constantly sick. Secretions, so much physio. He's up early in the morning before he goes to school, trying to clear him for school. Sometimes he doesn't go to school for weeks on end because he's sick. Basically, what now is a 2-hour journey was about 3.5 journey up, 3.5 hours of a journey up and 3.5 hours down. And basically that would constantly involve me having to stop the car, fix Jordan, move his legs, give him drinks, you know, get him a certain thing if he needed it, help him to cough, reposition his head, and that was the same going up as it was going down. It was continuous stopping on the side of the road, trying to get out and, you know, the traffic, watching him in the mirror. You know, it was horrendous really. I dreaded going to Dublin. One of the most stress-free days I've had in quite a long time. I don't have many of them. It was just having that pull up outside your door, getting into it. Jordan was comfortable, he was happy, he was excited to be going on it. Knowing then that there was a paramedic there with you was a huge support. Literally getting out of it in Dublin, going in for his appointment, knowing that it was there waiting for us to come out, and back home again. It was just amazing, and we were all so stress-free and relaxed. And I mean, Jordan was so happy. I could actually sit back and allow myself to be a mother that day, as opposed to his constant carer or his nurse.
Another project started by the Saoirse Foundation is Liam's Lodge, a respite centre for sick children and their families. The site is located in Blennerville, County Kerry. Hoping to break ground next year, the centre will cater for over 30 families at a time, providing much needed rest and care for the children.
Liam's Lodge is a national centre. It's huge. It will provide 29 respite lodges for families per week, which is over 1,500 per year. It will have a day respite centre for children in Kerry, Limerick and surrounding areas to come and spend a few hours a day or several days a week. And we'll also provide hospice services, so we will support children with life-limiting conditions and their families. It is a huge building. It's a significant project, but it's based in Kerry, in Blennerville and Tree, very close to all the amenities, but also located at Kerry General Hospital should we need additional medical support. So it's in a prime location for Ireland.
My name is David Moriarty and I'm the project architect on Liam's Lodge. This is the site in Corgrag, Blennerville. The site was bought by the foundation in December 2012, and we've only recently gone for planning permission for Liam's Lodge itself. Building itself, when finished, will be a respite centre for families with kids who suffer from rare disease. So it'll be a kind of home away from home, a holiday home here in Tralee. The main way to get involved is to kind of donate either your time or materials, or or to kind of commit to some fundraising activity for it. The liamslodge.com website, you should log into that for more information. Like there's a lot of people who've got involved. There's a lot of people going to great efforts to whether it's business events, sporting events. There's plenty of ways that really everyone can get involved.
Well, we do fundraising all the time, and we always want people to come on board to get involved. I don't get paid in the charity, so it's very important that we spend all the money wisely. But our biggest project for fundraising in September of 2014 is to the mega push. Is push a Bumbleance from Dingle to Dublin. It's 355 kilometres over the Connor Pass through 20 towns and cities, and arrive in Dublin on the 20th of September, and then we're going to enter a half marathon and push it around the 13-mile course. Thank you, because without their support we can't do this. And I suppose the biggest message I give to them is basically get involved, get hands-on. It's more important that we look after each other. I'm all for helping other charities and going abroad with money, but only when Ireland's fixed. Everyone, go on our websites, go on Facebook, check out Liam's Lodge and Bumbleance B for Battens and Saoirse Foundation. Check them all out on Facebook, Twitter, and on the web, and get involved. Get up off